Hi, this is Ron Metler, the founder of Team Solavei Revolution. I want to personally thank you for watching and being a part of this historic event. The official pre-launch webinar of this revolutionary Solavei social commerce system will blow your mind. The webinar is right at 50 minutes long and worth every minute of your time. You'll be amazed at the ground floor opportunity that's right in front of your eyes, and it's right there for your taking. For the few of you watching that haven't yet registered with us at Team Solavei Revolution, go to teamsolaveirevolution.com and join us for the mobile revolution ride of your life. You won't be disappointed. Now, enjoy the presentation. Oh yeah, and if you're watching this on YouTube, just simply click the link below.
Jason, the floor is yours.
Hello everyone and welcome to the Solavei webinar event. This is truly an historic moment as we're all together tonight to create the world's largest webinar and hear exciting news about Solavei and the tremendous momentum that is happening across the United States. My name is Jason McInnes. I'm the head of marketing and brand experience at Solavei, and we currently have thousands of people online with us right now, and the numbers are continuing to grow by the second. Since last November, our founder and CEO, Ryan Wirtz, has talked about creating the world's largest webinar as part of our launch plans, and tonight that vision is becoming a reality. I am confident that this will be among the first of many records that will be set by Solavei, and at the core of those soon-to-be-broken records will be you. You are the reason it all happens. You are the reason that this message is reaching the masses. You are the reason that Solavei will become a household name, and most importantly, you are the reason that millions of families across America and eventually the world will be positively impacted. We have set many goals for ourselves here at Solavei, and one common thread ties them all together. That thread is you. So the rolling thunder has begun, and we have watched as the message of Solavei has started to build. It started with a vision from our founder. It was put down on paper, it was embraced by great people, and then it developed through conversations. It gained a face through branding and images, but it never truly came to life until you were added to the formula. Today, Solavei has a life of its own, and it's your voice that is making Solavei a success. Tonight, you'll have the privilege of hearing firsthand some big announcements that will directly impact your immediate and long-term futures. Tonight, you will hear from some amazing people. Solavei has cracked the code by combining social media, commerce, and mobile all together to create the very first social commerce company. And those three important aspects of our lives come together in Solavei, allowing us to be compensated for simply sharing, something each of us do every single day. And that brings us to why we are all here tonight. Tonight marks 1 month before we have our nationwide commercial launch on September 21st. We are still in the very beginnings, and Solavei has already become a revolution. It has become a movement. Every great movement, every great cause, and every great revolution have one thing in common, and that's great leadership. And at Solavei, we have the privilege of being led by one of the great visionary leaders of our time. It is my pleasure to welcome to the call our founder and CEO, Mr. Ryan Wirtz.
Jason, thank you so much, and thank all of you, thousands of you across the country right now that are watching what we all believe is a historic moment, and one that, again, sets a defining mark in the plans, the vision that was put in place many months ago. We all talk about a revolution. You heard Jason speak about it for a few moments. I'm sure on Facebook and Twitter you've seen so many people talking about the Solavei revolution that's happening right now, which clearly is about a dramatic and wide-reaching change in the way we do things. Solavei today is changing the way things have been done and putting people in the place to benefit like they've never benefited before. I believe that's what's caused so many over the last few months to get involved with what we're doing. And it's hard to believe that it was only last October where in my living room and had the vision of this company and everything that's been built to this point, the great people from across this country, some of the greatest minds that have come together, the thousands of individuals, tens of thousands that have already embraced Solavei well before it's launched, has grabbed hold of this revolution, this change that we're talking about. It really comes from four key trends that I saw coming together last October. Trend number one, the economy. Worst conditions since the Great Depression. Average income across the United States of $50,000 in a household. 50% of the U.S. making less than $30,000 a year. And this picture really depicts the Wall Street protests that over the last year we saw people taking part in. And I really don't believe that it's about people being mad about a few people making a lot of money. I believe what it was really saying is people were telling us they were looking for an opportunity. Trend number 2, social media. Social media has changed the way we live today. We're connected today like never before. I don't think there is a day that goes by that in some point of our life we're seeing a tweet, we're seeing a Facebook message, we're seeing a YouTube clip that causes us to engage and interact with people, with friends, with family, like we didn't have many years ago. And it's definitely shaping the way we live today. Trend number 3, wireless, mobile. Our mobile phones today, really everything revolves today around our mobile phone. In fact, I remember about a year ago watching and seeing an article where they said, what are the things you'd be willing to let go of in your life? And it was really funny seeing that it said, 3 things I wouldn't be willing to let go of in my life. One was food, one was my home, and one was my mobile phone. I remember friends saying, would you rather leave home without your mobile phone or your wallet? And, I remember saying to them, well, I'd rather leave home without my wallet because I can always call someone if I have my mobile phone to actually bring it to me. Over 300 million mobile users today in the country, 5 billion around the world, 2.1 cell phones per household, and individuals paying approximately $70+ average monthly phone bill on their home. I know myself, my wife, Chantel, and our son, Barrett, we were, paying over $300 to $350 a month every single month for our 3 mobile phones. Trend number 4, advertising, has really begun shifting the way people are doing business today. It's an industry that's over $144 billion, where companies are willing to spend billions of dollars to try to bring consumers to them. But here's what's happening. Individuals are seeing there's not as strong as an ROI as it used to be with the advertising dollars they put out. And many companies like Amazon and Groupon are utilizing affiliate marketing, referral marketing to try to bring consumers to them, a person-to-person type of business. And it's really these 4 trends that have converged to create the opportunity today for Solavei. I remember the epiphany that I had this past year was this, that a single relationship has the potential to make life better for many people. Our mission as a company is to make commerce less expensive for the consumer. For us as a company, actually making it profitable for the consumer, creating a viral brand that we believe everyone is going to be interested in being a part of. And what we're doing is we're combining mobile and social to redefine commerce. For us as a company, creating a captive market of millions of people throughout the United States and around the world. So what is Solavei? We are the very first social commerce network that's offering affordable, contract-fee, 4G nationwide mobile service. $49 a month, unlimited, text, data, voice, 4G nationwide, complete simplicity, total transparency. And what we've done is we've created something that is very simple. This revolution has been all really created by a simple act. And so many people have said, Ryan, what you're doing, it seems so simple. Why haven't other companies or other people actually done this? Here's what we've done. We have taken incredible mobile service, Solavei, built out a complete mobile virtual network operator, offering a low price, $49 a month, unlimited, text, data, voice, 4G, built upon the backbone of one of the top 4 mobile operators in the United States. And then what we've done is we've said we're going to take all the social media networks that are there, in particular Facebook and Twitter, places that we're connected to every day, where we already have natural extension of hundreds, some people thousands, some people hundreds of thousands of individuals utilizing that data. And we said, what we're going to do is we're actually going to connect both of those through a social platform, a social commerce platform, to enable you to engage your friends, your family. Because here's what happens. When you like something, And in this case, great mobile service at a low price, $49 a month, unlimited text, data, voice, 4G nationwide. You want to tell other people about it. And we've made it easy by connecting it to a platform that is enabling you to actually bring your social media networks, your involvement there, together to actually make it easy. And something we say here is we've made this not about selling, but about sharing. And in the process, rewarding you for sharing Solavei with your friends and family through the network that we put in place. So we'd like to talk about that, it's $49 a month, or even better, it's free. In many cases, it's hundreds of dollars a month for individuals that have an opportunity to connect them to Solavei for utilizing their mobile phones. And here's what we believe, and why so much of this is a revolution is if you look over time, there's been many industry firsts that all of us on this call, the thousands of people across the country, know companies that have really shaped the way we live and, in fact, positively enabled us to do things better in our life. Back in 1986, it was Microsoft with the operating systems. In 1988, it was Dell with personal computers, being able to have access in our own home to create more efficiency, connectivity in our own homes. In 1996, it was Yahoo, it was eBay, it was information, it was enabling us to actually purchase things at a better price and connecting to individuals, actually creating commerce between people through the Internet. In 1998, it was Google. That I don't think there's a day goes by in my life now that I don't go to Google just to find out more information easily at the tip of my hands. In 2004 is Facebook. That really shifted the way we connect to each other and people we didn't know before that we hadn't seen in a long time that we now can be connected to. And I believe in 2012, when we look back and the history books reflect, we're going to talk about 2012, that Solavei, the very first social commerce company to really shift the way that business is being done across the country. Now, none of this can happen without a tremendous amount of people. And when I look back at what's happened since last October, with the people that have embraced this company, that are a part of this company, we've attracted the best, the very best partners, the very best investors. Just to give you some of the highlights of some of the people that from an executive team, and today we have over 150 full-time employees and contractors, all building incredible technology, IP, to be able to bring this company to the world on September 21st. Individuals like our head of mobile data services and the head of product, Jim Ryan, whom you'll hear from in a few moments, who was the individual who took the AT&T mobile data services business from about $200 million to what is today, one of the largest P&Ls, over $10 billion a year. One of the ones responsible for actually doing the iPhone deal between AT&T and Apple. John Rittenhouse, our Chief Operating Officer, formerly the Chief Operating Officer of Walmart and Louis Vuitton. Our head of Policy and Legal, former U.S. Congressman. Our head of Finance, former Chief Accounting Officer, 8 years at T-Mobile. Our head of Member Support, from one of the largest mobile telecommunications operators with over 10,000 individuals in their customer care area, leading that here for Solavei. Our partners, over 35 leading companies across the United States and around the world, embedded into the technology of Solavei. Companies like T-Mobile and HTC and ZTE, companies and financial institutions like Bank of America and a litany more of great, great corporations a part of this movement because they see what this is going to do for individuals' lives around the world. A board of directors, advisors, investors, like the head of Kindle for Amazon, the former chairman and chief executive officer of AOL, currently the chief digital officer of News Corp, former chief of staff for the FCC, Eddie Lazarus, and many more great individuals, leaders from industries, because they see what this company is doing today and going to do around the world. And all of this has created great momentum. What is momentum? It says strength or force gained by motion or by a series of events. And there has been event after event after event that has taken place since last October. The sequenced, the logical launch process that we've had in the course of the last 2 months, the individuals that continue to attract individuals from across the country has created momentum unlike anything that I have seen before. You know, it was October that I was in my living room, and on a flip chart, what you're a part of, many of you today and many of you that are listening, and the tens of thousands of people that have already involved themselves, at that time just went down on paper. You know, technology was built. You know, we attracted the great people and partners that we talked about. And then in May, we attracted 12 individuals, of hundreds and hundreds of individuals that wanted to be a part of. We attracted 12 individuals as founding members that had some of the largest networks, connectivity into the social networks, that said, I want to be a part of Solavei and what you're doing. In June, we brought approximately 180 people, flew in from around the country here to Bellevue, Washington, to be a part of our pre-launch event. Again, stage launch process. In each one of these stages, we had another level of testing of our technology that we were doing, which happened to grow to July. To the last webinar we did on July 25th, over 2,000 people. We had expected. The reality is over 5,000 actually showed up. But in the last 5 weeks, over 45,000 people, 5 weeks, over 45,000 people have now pre-registered into Solavei to be a part of this launch that's taking place. Now, these individuals having the opportunity between now and September 21st to be enrolled as the first founding members of Solavei. In the course of the last 2 days, since yesterday, we began enrolling our very first members into the live production system. We're now live, where the technology, the Solavei network, all of the forward, reverse logistics, the entire systems, all now connected together, and us engaging people into the live system. And there's a lot of excited people that's associated with Solavei today. I'll just stop here for a second and just let all of you know that we just surpassed 10,000 people across the country that are right now a part of this webinar. So just picture right now that you're at one of your arenas in your local areas, and you look all around you, over 10,000 people across this country right now are part of this webinar of Solavei. This definitely is a historic moment. So what happened about 2 weeks ago is we began paying out, actually against our compensation plan, where we say that 50 cents of every single dollar of gross profit we are going to pay to individuals across the country. We're not going to use advertising dollars like the large corporations do with billboards, media, radio, television. You know what we're going to do is we're going to pay the greatest advertising vehicle known to man today, and that's individuals. You and I, people across this country. These are a couple clips from people posting on Facebook their excitement about Solavei and what's happening. And beginning this month, those members, you, enrolling into Solavei because you want your $49 a month unlimited text data voice 4G nationwide, and also the opportunity to earn income for bringing friends and families into Solavei. Each qualified social member will receive their own Solavei Visa debit card. And this is now where you're going to be seeing, not through a check, but you're going to be seeing directly loaded every 2 weeks on your Solavei Visa pay card the earnings, the income that you're gaining from Solavei. Go get it out, the cash out at an ATM. Go use it anywhere Visa is accepted. But I thought better than just a couple clips and me telling you this, I just want you to hear about a couple of stories. I have been so fortunate, the hundreds and hundreds of stories that I've heard. Individuals Facebook messaging me, sending it to me, and it's something that, you know, we around the offices always stop to take hold of what individuals are seeing with Solavei. And I want you to hear from a couple of the individuals that have, in fact, been impacted by what Solavei is doing.
Hi, my name is Jose Miranda. My wife Svetlana and I are in full-time ministry. When we first heard about Solavei, we were excited about lowering our cell phone bill to just $49 a month. That by itself was going to benefit our finances in great ways. But when we received our fast action bonus of $650 for just enrolling 12 people, we quickly realized that the financial opportunity with Solavei is very real. We couldn't be more excited than we are to be part of Solavei and sharing it with as many people as we can.
My name is Gracie Updike, and I joined Solavei for two main reasons: Dalen and Ryan, my kids. When I received my fast action bonus of $650 just for sharing this opportunity to 12 of my closest friends, you would have thought that I'd won the lottery. I thought, wow, this really is happening. $650 of the work that I do in the fitness industry would have cost me 13 extra hours away from my kids. 13 more hours with my children means more time putting puzzles together, more trips to the park and the playground, more books read from mommy at bedtime, and more meals together as a family. Solavei has already changed my life. I can still follow my passion in health and wellness and be the mom that I've always desired to be. $49 a month for my cell phone bill now saves us over $1,200 a year. Free mobile service and extra income is winning the lottery for my family. Thank you, Solavei. You really are changing one life at a time.
My name is Michelle Sherman. My husband Brian and I were originally introduced to Solavei by one of the original 12 founding members, Brian Pickett. The moment I saw the original Solavei Vision webinar, I knew that this was the answer to my and my husband's prayers. Almost a year ago, my husband was offered a significant promotion with his company that we desperately needed to support our family, but required him to move out of state. Because I have 3 children from a prior marriage whose father lives here in the state of Arizona, I have not been allowed to move out of state without giving up custody of my children. So my husband has been living 5 hours away from me and our 5 children for the past 10 months. We are certain that with Solavei, we will have the extra income that we need in order to reunite our family. And because of Solavei, we have something to hope and dream about again. I just want to give a huge thank you to Ryan and the entire Solavei team for allowing us to dream and have a means of putting our family back together again.
Thank you, Michelle, Jose, and Gracie for that. And there's so many more great stories that come in all the time here to the company. And we talk about us being a company that is about people, and our vision, our mission here internally is to truly positively impact millions of people's lives around the world. And that's a great sample of what we're already seeing. We know it's just the very beginning of what's happening with Solavei. And we can't promise how much you'll learn from Solavei. It all depends on how hard you work. It depends on you and how much you want to share the Solavei story. But we've created the tools to make it easier than ever before for you to spread the word about Solavei. So with that, let me turn this over now to an incredible friend, a great man, and someone that I have a tremendous amount of respect for, Jim Ryan, who's the head of products. Jim?
Thanks, Ryan. Big day. Exciting day. I got goosebumps over here, as Rob likes to say. So a couple of big things going on. First of which Ryan did mention there, and all the various different exciting news, is that we birthed our little baby today, baby Solavei community, and she is breathtaking. And the exciting part about this is really when you talk about the value proposition of Solavei, what's underlying all this is the community and the platform that sits underneath that community. Right now, we're delivering mobile service, but really, we could be delivering just about anything through this platform and intend to deliver a lot of different services through this platform, whether it's energy, satellite TV, offers and promotions like Groupon's doing. We can do it all, and we can do it all a lot better through this platform and through this community. And there's a couple of key things that we need to do in order to make that happen. First of which, we need to be able to onboard people simply and easily online. And that's something that's pretty hard to do, but that's a key thing we've been working on in the platform itself, both via web and via mobile. Next, we need for the ability of people to be able to go and then get educated and motivated so they understand what's happening in the ecosystem. They learn, they interact with each other. They want to go reach out with each other. And then the third thing is then the outreach itself. How do you make it such that people now can easily and simply go and contact people and interact in their existing social networks. That's what we've built in the Solavei platform. That's actually a pretty big task. And when Ryan and I sat down together in early November last year and we started thinking of this, and we talked about me coming on to run the product, it was a pretty big task, but a pretty exciting task, because quite frankly, no one's ever done this before. And I like doing stuff that no one's ever done before, like putting 10,000 people on a call talking about this stuff. So what we decided to do, basically, is we built 3 companies. Starting off, we built a whole mobile services company, a whole what you like to call an MVNO. So that's where you get your mobile service that you guys are all loving at $49 a month. That's the ability to activate, to build, to care for those mobile customers. It normally takes people, 18 to 24 months, probably $10 to $20 million worth of investment in order to go build something like that. We did that in about 9 months, and we did that for a lot cheaper. The second thing we did was then we went ahead and we built a whole social network. And we did this because we wanted to make sure that the Solavei community really had a means to interact with each other, to motivate each other, to communicate with each other, and to do that in their own kind of safe place, their own Solavei place that they could make their own home. So we went and stood up a whole social network. That wasn't easy. The next thing we did, just for laughs, we decided to build a whole commerce platform. And with that, not only can you actually sell goods and services, but also you can track and commission people individually for the distribution of those services. Just imagine what it would take to combine Amazon with Avon, real time, online. We did that too. Now the funny part about all that is that you think when you hear me say stuff like that, even when I hear me say stuff like that, I say, that's crazy. That's not going to happen. Well, guess what? Today, that happened. So let me introduce you to our little baby Solavei community here. This is what it looks like. Basically, what we've built here is a means for our customers to interact with each other. We've given them a community in and of itself. It's kind of like Twitter, but better. It's a little simpler than Facebook, but it gives you everything you need to interact, to high-five each other, to motivate each other, to provide information and insights to each other. You can drill down on it. You can focus on your own network, focus on people you're following. You can pop it, and you can actually go, and you can personal message people, and you can interact with people on a more specific and individualized basis. All this happens within the community. All this happens within the logic of the system itself. All this happens to support the engagement and the interest and the capabilities of being able to communicate with each other and conduct commerce and benefit. What we also did is connect everyone up from a network standpoint so that you can see your network, you can interact and engage with your network, you can know what's going on. But on top of all that, within the system, we also track what's happening from a commerce side. So when you look here, I'll just point out this thing we like to call the fast action bonus, which a lot of folks were talking about, our new members were talking about. You just heard them mention getting their bonus checks in the mail. As soon as you sign up, right away, we go and we start helping you understand what's happening in the network, see people that are interested in what's going on, go and understand when you're making money and how you're making money, and have the ability to act upon that. And we put that right there in your dashboard, right there in front of you every day on the web, on your phone. Over time, you can actually, boom, as your business grows, you see even more details about the kind of the money you can make, the network you're building, the status you can gain by continued advance in the business. All this is the kind of stuff that comes as part of the platform. Then you top all that off because the platform is pretty smart. The platform actually understands what's going on in the system. The platform will notify you when something of interest happens, when someone in your network actually does something. Like in this instance here, ka-ching, the Jasonator just landed another trio. That's $20 in my pocket and his pocket. Everybody can benefit from this. Everyone in the network can make this happen. This is easy. This has been built to be simple. What you can do is you can very easily then go tell people about it. You click a few buttons, boom, you're banging on Facebook, telling everyone what's going on, getting people excited. Everyone's like, how did Jason make $20? I got to find out about Solavei. Easy peasy. All of that also happens on your phone. Right there on your phone top, pop. You get the notification, away you go. It is all designed to make this fun, interesting, engaging, motivating. It's all designed to make it such that you can engage with the experience and you can really go and benefit from the kind of stuff you've been doing before. But now you can actually benefit from it real time for yourself. The last part of this here, when it comes to the platform, really relates to what you can do when it comes to tracking. So you can actually go and send your emails and post your Facebook posts and send your tweets, and we help you keep track of it all, help you see what's happening, help you understand what's going on, so that you can make sure that when someone's interested out there, when you got a fish on the hook, when you got one of your buddies from, might have been from college 20 years ago, they pop in and say, boy, this is interesting, you know it, and you can go respond to it. And we have the capabilities within the platform to easily allow you to outreach and then allow you to go and track what's happening. And really what this all comes down to is what we've built here. We really feel that we can fundamentally change a couple of pretty big industries. First off, when it comes to advertising, we think a lot of money is wasted in that space today, and there's a lot more efficiencies in just allowing people to directly communicate and distribute stuff to each other, through each other. And we think there's a lot of great stuff we can put through that system. Second industry is the mobile industry. There's a lot of waste in that system. I come from that industry. There's a lot of fat on that one. And there's a lot more efficient ways to serve customers and deliver quality services at a lot better price. And the last thing we're doing is really fundamentally changing the whole consumer internet. We think there's a lot of fat cats sitting in Facebook and Groupon and Google right now making billions of dollars while all the users make buckets. So what we're doing is we're actually allowing you all to participate. You know, we're allowing people to actually directly benefit from the economic value that they are creating, allowing them to be part of this revolution, allowing them literally, and what we like to say is we're going to create millions of thousandaires. That's pretty exciting to me. So last couple of little bits here before I'm going to turn it back over to Ryan, and actually hear from one more of our members here before we hand it back. Let's talk about devices for a moment. We go to market here, and literally we're going to be starting to sell these devices next week to the folks who get in the lane and want to get in early. $529 gets you the hottest device in the marketplace right now, the HTC One. Get the HTC Wildfire, which is also a high-quality device, $249, and the ZTE Origin is $159. That is a great, great price for an Android device. That's brand new if you want to get something new from us. However, if you're one of the circa 100 million people in this country right now who has a GSM phone, which means you have a phone from T-Mobile, you have a phone from AT&T, you might have a phone that your brother's got sitting in a drawer somewhere. If you got one of those 100 million phones, all you need to do is make sure it's unlocked, and you can come bring it to Solavei, and you can put a Solavei SIM in it. And we're talking a wide range of phones. We're talking there's tons of phones out there. Today I brought in one of my old Razors, and we were putting it on the network. That was fun. You can bring in your iPhone, and we're going to hear a little something about that in a moment from Rob Pritchard. There's a ton of different devices out there. We're going to have within the platform the capability for you to easily understand what your performance will be of any device you bring and easily bring it onto our network. And we think that is big news and going to be a big opportunity for a lot of folks to get involved. So with that, next I'd like to kick it off to Rob Pritchard, who's going to tell us a little bit more about his experience in bringing his own phone.
Hi, my name is Rob Pritchard, and I recently received the Solavei SIM with my new phone. Out of curiosity, I decided to try and use the Solavei SIM with my iPhone. So I did a simple web search and found a site called www.releasemycode.com. I gave them some basic information, followed their instructions, paid a small fee, and within a few hours I received an email that the unlock was complete. So I backed up my iPhone, took out my existing SIM, and reset the phone. Once the phone powered back up, I put the Solavei SIM card in. The phone indicated it was searching for a network for a moment, and then I got really excited because it showed full signal on my Solavei screen where my previous carrier used to be on the status bar. I couldn't believe how easy the process was to complete. I've been using my iPhone 4S on the Solavei network for the past week. It's fast, it works great, and I love it.
I love that. Rob, thank you so much for that. I know there's a lot of excited people that are on the phone right now, and we're enthused to see now literally hundreds of millions of phones across this country that are, we believe, great market for Solavei and an opportunity for our members across this country truly to impact people by giving them an incredible price, $49 a month, text data voice, 4G nationwide. So many of them will be using their own phones, and others will be saying, listen, I want those incredible phones that you have, Solavei. So what now? We are right now, I believe, at the beginning of what is going to set the next stage into motion. Here today, up until the time of our launch on September the 21st, this is all about now getting everyone you know enrolled in the lane, pre-registered to be a part of Solavei. As you saw earlier, we have over 45,000 people that are already pre-enrolled, pre-registered to be a part of Solavei. And now it's the opportunity for them over the course of the next several weeks to move from being in a pre-registered status into being enrolled prior to our national launch. Why is that important? Well, by being pre-enrolled and already having your SIM card, having your device being fully activated, when the gun goes off on September 21st and individuals across this country are able to be a part of Solavei, those who have already built networks themselves, meaning they already have friends and family are part of this, and when the technology lights up that Jim showed you a few moments ago, we believe you're going to see a viral effect. So many of you are already experiencing that has thousands and thousands of people already connected to you in the pre-registered lane that we have. We believe we're going to see something that's never been created before. So what do? Right now, this stage, it's an outward focus. It's posting on Facebook about what Solavei is doing and many of the marketing messages that you see from our marketing organizations. It is tweeting the message about what's happening with you. It's about creating a viral exchange. Tonight at 10 p.m. Pacific, the 6-minute overview video, which we believe will be something that everyone will be seeing across this country, will be available at solavei.com. As well, you can go to the lane. It'll be there as well for those individuals who you send out the invitation to be a part of Solavei. There's an opportunity for them to see it there as well at 10 o'clock tonight. Also, you're going to begin seeing this month, as we've talked for some time with the celebrities and great people that have done great things and people that we see every day. You're going to begin seeing more and more of them associated with Solavei over the course of the next several weeks as we move toward our national launch. So some of the things that we put in place and a couple of key announcements we want to make tonight is one is our Reach the Beach Challenge. We are planning to have 200 individuals that are qualified, plus their spouse, their friend with them, where between January 21st and July 26th at the Grand Wailea Resort in Maui, Hawaii, 5-star resorts, one of the finest resorts in the world, where we are going to have some of our very best there. So how do you get there? How do you get to be with us at the Grand Wailea, where we're not only going to have fun in the sun and a time of the year that you want to be there, at one of the most beautiful places, incredible food and dining and great experiences with others. It's also going to be a time when we're going to be sharing some of the key announcements of what is going to take place in 2013. So how do you get there? 5 nights and 6 days, an incredible place. Those of you who have 156 members in your personal network and have 1,728 people overall, you have a deluxe package, which means you're being flown in even a day early from everyone else. Spa, golf, incredible time and dinners with us and senior management here at Solavei. Those of you who have 84 members in your personal network and then have 1,000 people overall in your network, it's the accommodations there at the Grand Wailea as well as flights for two from wherever you are in the United States. For those of you who have 60 members in your personal network and 750 people overall in your network, you'll be able to have the accommodations at the Grand Wailea for two and a great time with all of us. What's exciting is with the tens of thousands of people that have already pre-registered and will be going through the enroll process over the next 2 weeks, we already know that there is a lot of people that are excited about being in Hawaii. So what's next? We are all having our eyes on lighting up Seattle for an event of all events, the party of all parties, for many of you, approximately 400, that was at our pre-launch event where we surprised everyone, where we had about 400 people in our backyard in Lake Washington here in Seattle, Washington, where we surprised everyone with Jermaine Paul, and I've heard so many people say that was the party of my life. We like having fun because we love people. That's what this company is about. Solavei is going to go live on September 21st, and we are going to light up Seattle. And at this event is going to be celebrities, our top members, partners, board dignitaries, to be a part of a landmark event where we believe we'll all look back many, many years from now and say, we were there. That is also when the switch is going to be flipped, as we discussed earlier, where the technology is going to get lit up. We'll be webcasting this event across the country to homes and venues that our members want to put on, but those who are there with us are going to have a time of their life and something that they'll forever remember. We'll be at the famous EMP, which is right next to the Space Needle, and that is where history will be made, and it's going to be an exciting time. We're excited to be able to feature there at the event CeeLo Green from The Voice, and as well, we have other surprise guests that we're so excited to have there, and just stay tuned because we're very enthused about what we're going to be sharing with you over the next coming weeks about what's going to happen at that event. It's going to be something that you're going to definitely want to be a part of. So how do you get here? The question is, will you be here for this event? Here's what's going to happen. This coming Monday, a leaderboard will go up in the lane. And this is where you'll be able to watch and see and hopefully see how you're doing. For those individuals that now go from the lane, a pre-registered status, and enroll into the live production system of Solavei, where you now are on the Solavei network. The top 10 members in the company, the top 10, their total network, enrolled between now and midnight on September 10th. We'll have airfare and hotel for 2. VIP all access for 2, where you'll be with celebrities and the entertainers that are there at a special VIP time together. As well, we're going to fly you in actually a day early. We have a great event planned the day before with myself, my wife, as well as other senior executives here at Solavei. So who else? Who else will be there? Well, the top 25 members that have the most in their personal network will be that are enrolled by midnight on September the 10th. You'll have airfare and hotel for 2. VIP all access for 2 to this incredible event. So who else? Well, the next 400 people, the top 400 that have the most in their personal network, enrolled by midnight on September 10th, will have airfare for 2 and all access to the Solavei launch live event here in Seattle, Washington on September 21st. This will be a once-in-a-lifetime event, and we wanted to be able to bring those that are taking people from an excited, I want to be a part, to I am in. And over the course of the next 2 weeks, we have an opportunity to see literally tens of thousands of people go from being pre-registered to being in and a part of Solavei. So we're excited about what we're going to bring you. We're excited about that day, and we're excited about how much is going to happen there on that night as history will be made. And I can tell you personally, I'm looking forward to seeing you there. As well, between now and September 10th, everyone who enrolls, 6 people, is going to get the free launch kit that you'll be able to have, and 5 years from now, 10 years from now, look back and say, you know what? I was a part of that. We're excited to ship that across the country to literally thousands of you. And so with that, let me introduce to the call Maria Pincheski, who's the head of member support and so many of you know her. That's been a part, and the great leadership that she is providing to all those that are in member support. So, Maria?
Thank you so much, Ryan. I am so excited not only to be part of such a wonderful company and such a great group of folks that are on the phone today and that are working with us all together, but I am so excited about what Ryan just discussed with us. If you were at the party with Jermaine Paul, you can only imagine how big this is going to be. I am so thrilled to see the amazing artists and celebrities that will be here to celebrate with us on September 21st. As you can see, everything you need to be successful in Solavei is being put together and being put in place. And the momentum that we've experienced is just beyond what we could have ever anticipated at this stage of the game. So Ryan said that we actually have pre-registered already 45,000 people in the lane.
In 5 weeks.
In 5 weeks. Can you imagine that? So it feels 5 weeks is 5 years in other companies, right? As all of you know, those who have been pre-registered in the lane will have the opportunity to enroll in Solavei in the course of the next few weeks prior to our national launch. And as you heard Jim mention, we've already started to actually enroll our first 12 members, which has just been a phenomenal experience today. Your early enrollment provides you the opportunity to be the first that can share the Solavei message with all of your connections. And to be able to be here with us and such a just unbelievable, incredible events with additional members that are going to, as you heard Ryan mention, on September 10th, we're going to find out who those folks are going to be that are going to be here to celebrate with us in Seattle for our national launch on September 21st. So what do you have to do now? Get everyone you know pre-registered into the lane. I know we've been saying it. I know you've heard it over and over again, but please get everyone that you know pre-registered into the lane. And now, with the incentive that has just been put in front of us to get here to Seattle for our nationwide launch, we're going to, get ready for this, we're going to extend the pre-registration period until Sunday, August 26th at midnight. So let me repeat that just in case you missed it. We are going to extend the pre-registration period until Sunday, August 26th at midnight. That's right, this Sunday. So hurry up. Get everyone, please, get everybody into the lane that hasn't already had an opportunity to be there. The lane onboarding to the Solavei community for everyone that's in the lane begins on Monday, August 27th. So you have until the 26th at midnight. And then anybody that's in there will be starting to get enrolled into our Solavei community. It's an exciting time for Solavei and for all of our members. We are so excited and delighted to be able to just be part of this with you. Utilize the lane. It is super, super easy and built for you. Thank you for all of your time and all of your hard work that you're putting into this. I know that together we'll look back on this and we're going to just celebrate all of our successes and how wonderful this event has been in the stage of our company and of our journey together. So with that, I'm going to hand it back to you, Ryan, so that we can close up. Thanks.
Thanks a lot, Maria. And it is exciting to see what's going to happen over the course of the next few days. We literally watched thousands upon thousands just over the last 3 days of people being pre-registered into the lane, and I know a big part of that is because of the excitement of people being onboarded into the system. And with over 10,500 people on this call tonight as a catalyst, and of the 45,000 plus people that are pre-registered into the system, it has truly become a movement across this country, and you are the lightning rods for positive change around the world. And we say over and over again that this will be a company that will positively impact millions of people's lives around the world. And know this, that it's you that is enabling that to happen. And as we all march forward, as we all run toward the line when the gun goes off, I know the momentum that's going to be created because of you. There is no question that this will be a company that we will all forever talk about that truly marked a change in how things are done. So what do? Number one is share the message. Begin posting. Get social. If you're not social, get social. Get everyone you know between now and Sunday at midnight into the lane, because what does that mean? That allows everyone that's in the lane to now be pre-enrolled and go to an enrolled status. This is now how you have those individuals to be able to move into an enrolled state to where you're now a part of the opportunity to be here in Seattle, Washington for our national launch, and we look forward to flying so many of you across this country to be here with us. Get enrolled, build to the national launch, and then teach other people to do the exact same. Together, we're going to impact the world, and we're going to do it one person at a time, but the reality is it's not just one person. It's turning into thousands at a time every day, and we're excited about that. I look forward to seeing you here in September and talking to you again soon. Thank you for being a part of Solavei, and thank you for being the revolution. Good night.